Hello everyone, I'm Silent Death, and welcome back to Stationeers No Mining Challenge. Between episodes, I hooked up our second aim here, and they've been off mining a fair amount, right up until we ran out of power. You can see I've had to shut down all the things except for the greenhouse. Everything else is completely shut down. So today we're going to be upgrading our power to the next iteration. Before that, no trading. No power means no trading. So no trading means no air. So we're going to run up here after we grab this and start sucking some oxygen out of our greenhouse. Before we die. Yes, before we die. Okay, I forget where the green wire is, but I think it's somewhere up in here. We'll just hook it to the orange, maybe. Let's see. Power is this way. We already have a vent here, so that's great. You are unfiltered. Okay, and there you go. So you go there, you go there. A little bit of that. Fix you guys up. And let's run you. Megapascal. And 9 megapascals. So hopefully that'll be enough to last the episode. Enough to bring this oxygen concentration down to warning levels. Another thing is between episodes, the vending machine over there in our cold room swapped to started being the priority trading thing again. And I've been fooling with this, and it turns out that it can connect through the power port as well as the data port. Either one. One or the other or both, or it doesn't really matter. But the only surefire way I've found so far of keeping it separate is to turn it off, which is not ideal. So that's something we may need to look into some more. Now for our power thing, first we want to check this to make sure that when we deconstruct this, it doesn't destroy gas, because that'll change how we're going to build things if it does. This is not going to be a permanent setup. So 1.687 and 928. Probably the angle grinder, I'm guessing. And a hand drill. Super wrench. There's still the same amount of moles. And that's not what should happen. It should push moles into this, I think. So I think it does destroy gas. I think. I'm still not sure. Unless it all counts as the same network. When that's connected. That is the wrong one. The pressure did go up. So maybe it is the same. I don't know. Okay, so we need to pump the gas out of this and store it somewhere. So we will take, let's see, you and these guys, which we're going to paint a color that we don't have. I thought we had it. I know we have it. We have it somewhere. No need to look that around when it's empty. We're going to paint it purple. That is what we're going to do. Purple is going to be the color for our NOS mixture of fuel instead of the other mixture of fuel. It's over here. There's purple. Because pink is going to be a NOS, and then we mix it with red to get purple. That's how we're planning on doing it. Okay, so we won't. Yeah, we'll just put this pump here. So go there. And this. The thing is, we cannot get all the gas out of here because this little piece right here, the tank connector, holds some gas. It has a volume. Which I don't like. I would like to get everything out. And I'll take care of that off camera because it's going to have to be monitored to keep from overpressurizing. Next step is we want to start cooling all of the fuel that we're going to use. We're going to switch to using normal fuel instead of a NOS mixture. Just because I want the X, and we have a whole bunch of these canisters stockpiled up. It'd be nice to, you know, get them all recycled for the iron. Okay, what were we doing? We were going to grab as many of the big radiators as we have. Which is apparently this many. Because while we're building everything else, we want it to be cooling. Yes, this is going to take a little bit of while. We have a lot of stuff. So we're going to build a gas fuel generator here. And we'll have the cooling just running right here. So we'll build kind of the same setup that we had over there, except that we're going to have a lot more radiators. A lot more. Just initially, then we'll shrink it back down. Once the gas gets cool, because we'll just dump all of the gas we have in here if we can fit it. Okay, then I'm just going to connect these up with some pipes. And now it's time to dump some gas in. We have this big giant canister which we've been dumping all of our traded gas into. The exploded traded gas in. which has a fair amount of stuff. That'll come on, and we also have all these canisters at various pressures. But that'll take a while to fill everything up. Go on, give me some power. And let's see how this cools once it gets up to pressure. So, you know, we're getting 4 kilojoules. It's pretty good. Temperature's dropping quite quickly. Okay, so I'm going to have to do all of these one at a time. And that's going to take forever, so I will be back. We pumped all that in there. We have a fair amount. Not a ton, but you know, a fair amount. And it's cooling fairly quickly. All the way down to minus 107. Now the gas fuel generator is going to go right about there.
Health critical.
Then we're also going to have a Stirling engine, which is going to process the waste gas from this, the exhaust. And we're going to move that with a gap between, because it's also going to need cooling. Quite a lot of cooling, probably. This guy is going to be all kinds of difficult to work with. But it should be okay. We can finish that off later. We're going to need a couple of airlocks. And I would like to use actual airlocks. We could also use blast doors, but I don't know. Airlocks have windows so we can see inside without having to open the door. And of course, these are big and bulky and will make running pipes kind of annoying. See, already that's blocking this. But that's not going to stay there, so it should matter, maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. So we'll have this little area here for, you know, circuitry and stuff. And then we'll have the airlock. And this will just be a little corridor. On both sides here. And then I'll probably have a wall here and a wall here so that everything else is outside. All the radiators are outside. Only going to do part of the wall though. So I don't want to get in my way. Next step is... Let me build some stuff and we'll wait for this to cool. And apparently I need to go eat and drink and stuff. I moved these up a little bit so that the airlock branches off our main walkway here. And for the gas generator over here, we're going to want a couple of active vents. And these will be for adding and subtracting cold air to maintain the ideal temperature and pressure. Then, since we're going to have wiring run across the top here, we're going to add a gas sensor just snooped right in here. Then over here, we'll add another one of these composite rollover things. And this is where we'll stick the IC chip. Maybe we'll do it like this. I don't think we have anything else that's going to go in here, but we might throw some things in here just for fun and stuff. Maybe some displays or something. So those should be wired up. Then the airlock will need to be wired up. Now we need to set up another power network off of our branch over here. And we've already decided that this is going to be orange. And we're going to connect the Sterling and the gas generators together. But the airlocks are going to have to be on the pink network. So we're going to have to run 2 circuits that way. Plus, we have the power in, which is going to come from somewhere over here. It needs to connect to this. So that's going to be another circuit. We're going to be using quite a lot of copper. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started on that while we're waiting on this to cool. And now we're out of copper. So, we have an advanced furnace from trading a long time ago. We've had this for a while. We'll just, create a quick temporary setup with this nostril that we have. And I forgot to grab some electronic parts, which is what it starts with. In there. We're not going to automate this because we don't have time for that. We have power problems. Did I forget another thing? May have. But let's hook in gas. Input. We're not even going to hook up the output just yet. Not until we know where we're going to put stuff. We'll have it hook up to the exhaust from the gas gen. I think that's fine. We'll do one more. That way it won't bump into the ingots and get pushed out. And that's that much. Let's go grab a power controller. And now with our chute that I set up, we're going to throw literally all of the copper in. Because we don't need to make any alloys from this. We have plenty of alloys from trading. Then if there's any heat, it can smelt some silicon. Because that is not needed for anything else. And if that gets done, which it probably won't, we will smelt the gold. Not that we actually need gold. So, not quite sure how much whatever we need in this. And I don't remember which way is which. Okay, it's complaining that it's flashing an error because of reasons. Probably because it doesn't have anything hooked up to the output. Which is going to go up. At least know that much. Okay, I think it's this one. No. Is this hooked up? It should be. It is. Okay. That's it. That's probably already too much. Activate. Alright, getting some copper. Okay, so that I will finish doing, and we'll see how much we get. Well, we managed to smelt everything, so that should give us a little bit of copper for a few bundles of wire. Now we can continue wiring. We've got the pink done, and we're working on the heavy wire. We still have to do the new network. Okay, we have the pink, the orange, and the power out networks all connected. So much wire, so much wire. You have no idea. So much wire. And we've done some work on the airlocks. Got these all welded up. The gas is cooled. Fairly cold. And we're having to do some shenanigans with volume pumps to keep it from bleeding the gas when we deconstruct the pipes. It's not supposed to, but it is. I don't know why. And let's see. So now we need to hook up the gas, which we're still going to leave one radiator right here. And we need to hook it up to over here. And we want to use insulated pipes for the part that's going to be inside the room. So we don't want that to exchange heat with our gas, and then we'll just switch to the normal pipes. I'm just going to run this way. In a fairly simple manner. That. Then we can just turn this on. And leave you to it. Hopefully it doesn't explode. It shouldn't. I think there's enough pipe there. And it'll be fine. Okay, then right here we're going to have the gas in and out. The coolant in and out, I should say. Which will also be the room gas. And we're going to use insulated pipes right here where it intersects the wall. Because we have to maintain a rather narrow temperature range for this. And I'm somewhat concerned about this getting too cold. If we just left that normal pipes, that might happen. I mean, that's not a really large range. Now over here, we've got to connect it up to the Sterling guy. And this is going to get really complicated. Because we got all kinds of stuff going on here. So we will, let's deconstruct this stuff. And then this is going to go up, over, and then down. This is the input, which is a little weird, but see what we're going to have is, I don't know where it's at. See, where are you? Here it is. We're going to have a turbo pump. And probably some of these. But definitely a turbo pump. And that is going to be responsible for pumping the gas in. And it's going to be all kinds of complicated to get that hooked up right. We can change the direction and all that stuff. Okay, you're still going. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, so now I need to go underground. And we have this hot gas. Gonna come down through here. And it also needs to connect with this, which I think might already be at high pressure. That's fine. We'll have to paint these in a little bit once we get them all hooked up. So we went too far, didn't we? Maybe? Maybe not. And we're out of stuff, but we have our auto production thing that automatically produces our pipes as we craft them or as we use them. So we should have more. And we'll just hook this up over here. Okay. There. Alright, so that's that part. Now, we're not completely done here. We're getting there, though. We have to deal with the output flow. And that's where things are going to get a bit spaghetti. So we're still going to have... do we have any walls? We use a flat wall for now. Just to provide some structure. And we'll have these guys like we did on the other one. This is also going to have coolant in and out. And a sensor. And that'll allow us to see how the wiring is going to go. See how we're going to fit things. Okay. So this guy is probably going to have to be on the ceiling or maybe on this wall here. So we'll need another temporary wall. How's that? What we have to do is we have to split this. It'll come out and it will either be hot or cold. And I'm not sure how cold we want to get it. Well, I know how cold I want to get it. I want to get it down to about 0 degrees C. Because that's how hot our base is going to be. That's the temperature of our base. That's low temperature for water consumption reasons, but still hot enough that we can run the water filters things. So we will need a place to put a sensor. And assuming that this doesn't already have one, let's look at here. Okay, so ratio, set the ratio out or in, I don't know. One of these is the ratio in and one of these is the ratio out, I think. I think it might be the gas out. I think. I have to check that. But that's how we're going to build it. If it isn't, we'll have to change some things. So this will come out. Go check on the pump. No, I'll do that later. And we need to split it. So this will go this way. And the other one will go down or up. Maybe up would be better. Yeah, let's go up. That's like that. That's like that. Through. And this we will just connect back into this guy. That'll make for a short little thing. Actually, yeah, that might work best. I'm not sure about this part. You have this pump running, and then we'll have a pump here. Now that may cause this overpressure. It could cause problems. But if we can get it to work like this, that'll be really compact and work for us. And this... These airlocks, man. They just do not want to let me through. Okay, so we'll have normal pumps that go here and up. And this will be to storage or filtering or whatever. This will be the cold gas, and this will be the hot gas that we recycle through. And the hope is that we can cool this gas down enough, recycling it, that it reaches the ideal temperature, and then we send it off somewhere. That's the plan. But we can switch back to using normal pipes now that it's cold, and just send it off in that direction. I probably just can put like a tank up here or something, I don't know. Since we don't have the atmosphere area built yet, doesn't really matter. Okay, that's that. Yeah, I think that's most of it. Okay, let's do the cooling. First, we need to rip out all this. Let me do that. Okay, so we created a loop, and we're leaving a connector here. And that wire's in the way. This connector's here so that we can add more gas later. Yes. Okay, that'll be that part. Now this is going to be the same. I think we can get by with one radiator. We may need two, but I'm going to start with one. And I think this is about as close as we can get it. And these can be just normal pipes. And they will be a loop. Oh crap, that door's in the way. And we can't put that there either. Okay, maybe we'll do this some way different. Guess we could try to put it down here. Be a little bit inconvenient if we have to add more. I'm not sure if this is going to work well. Do something like this. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that'll be the cooling for that, and hopefully one radiator's enough. I think we're not going to be running this that much. We'll mostly be running this. At least that's the plan. Because this is going to take a lot longer to cool down than that does to produce the gases. Okay, so then this one is going to have quite a lot more. I think we need at least 2. I'm assuming that this produces as much heat as it produces power. That means it maxes out at 8 kilowatts. So that would be either 4 or 8, maybe? Or was it 2 kilowatts that it did? I'm not sure if the radiator readings are per tick, which would mean they're double that in watts, because a tick is half a second, or if they're per second. So, did we do anything with this? We have 5. Maybe we do it like, I don't think that'll work. I think we have to do it this way. We can get away with it this way here. Yeah, these would have to be back here if we want them to do them side by side like this. And even that's going to be a little bit cramped. And that's going to have to be insulated because it's inside the room. Going to eat into our insulated pipes. And we're out of those too. Okay. Right, so insulated pipes will go in this direction. Along there. And along here. And hopefully that adds enough cooling. Let me finish this off. Okay, those are set up. I hope that that's enough. If it's not, we're going to be a little bit pressed for space. Over here, we have this pump now. So you can go that way, and that'll allow us to power that, and everything. I think that's going to be a little bit spaghettified. I think we are just going to put a tank up there on the roof. At least for the immediate future. Or maybe not on the roof, maybe a little bit out a little ways. And these are not ideal, but they'll have to do. I think we can weld this up now. We'll get to the other one later. Okay, so that's those 2. Now, this little guy is, I've not got a lot of experience with this. What we're planning on doing is we're going to, well, let's actually look at this first. Because that's what we should start with. Give me a moment to grab some things. Alright, so back over here in the power room, we're going to rip out this temporary structure. And we have all of this hot gas in here, which we want to save and take over to a Stirling engine. So we'll keep that here for now, but we'll rip this part out at least. And now we're going to take a logic batch reader and a logic writer. And a logic transmitter. wire all these up together. And this right here, it's going to be batteries. The ratio. And equal to average. And then this will be the logic reader or the batch reader. Then the output is going to be this guy, which we will set to, where is it? Set to active. Watch your transmitter. And since we find it, there it is. Watch transmitter and setting. So this will transmit the average of the power of all of our batteries. And then we're going to have a receiver. We should probably name that though. Let's call you you'll be the transmitter. And then down in here, we might just put this on the ceiling. Why not? It looks like a good place for it. Won't be in the way. And this we'll set to that guy. And wire it up. And this will allow us to control this based on how much power we have. Could not find my wire cutters. Okay, so you're there. Well, they should all be data output then. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that'll be that part. Now we were going to talk about this over here. I think I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, now remember we were going to use this with this setting and use a PID controller to control this so that it keeps the batteries at a minimum of 20%. Then we're going to come over here and we'll use another PID controller to kind of maximize the power input. But we have to figure out a few things first. One, I haven't used the PID controller since I did the KOS episode of Kerbals or Seasons of Kerbals a long time ago. So I have to refresh my memory on those. And I don't really know how these work that well. So we're going to have to do a little bit of figuring on this. Maybe we can build a calculator so we can figure out how much volume or how many moles of gas to put in here for the temperature that we're having coming in. And we need to figure out how much pressure we need. And I think there's a maximum pressure of the machine as well as the tank, the canister. I'm not sure if those are the same or different. And there's a whole lot of things that we need to worry about. So that's going to be some stuff we're going to have to figure out next episode, because this episode is already way too long to worry about that. So like if you like, subscribe if you're not. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.